All right, so here we go. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we need to rotate our player. Because otherwise, he's shooting weirdly. Now, this...
If you shoot directly up, he like shoots through himself.
Yes.
Yeah. A little awkward.
So, everything we're going to do, we've already done. Okay? I could give you this code, copy and paste it. And it will be available as soon as I'm done writing it. You guys can download it if you guys have any errors. But we're going to walk through it together. You guys did the arc tangent with the arrows pretty well, so I have no doubt that you guys can get through this. And ladies. And lady. So, first thing we're going to do, we got to do position is pygame.mouse.get_position. Because we want our character to always be following where the mouse is. So if we want that to happen all of the time, we need it to get the position of the mouse every time you cycle through.
Is your position going to be a list?
Yeah, it should be, or a tuple, one of the two.
Because you need to store like 3 pieces of information. What's a tuple again?
Essentially a list that you can't change. What? It's got parentheses instead. So like,
and you can still select certain ones.
This is a tuple. You can select, but I can't edit any of that.
Oh, okay.
Whereas now that it's a list, I can edit that.
So what's the advantage of a tuple over a list?
It never changes. You can't accidentally change it. It can't get overwritten or anything like that.
Oh.
All right, so we have position. The next thing we need to do is we also need to get the angle between our character and our mouse. This sounds very familiar. Should we rewrite code or copy and paste code? Copy and paste code. Where do we create the angle?
Down in the mouse section.
In the mouse section. So, hang on, let me make sure this math is the same.
A tan 2 position 1 blah.
So basically, we just need. Hang on.
All of it.
Position 1. We only need. We need that. We just need the arc tangent. So we do math.atan, and then we just go to you have the 2 parentheses after 26. We're gonna copy that.
Plagiarizing your own code.
Oh yeah. We're gonna type angle equals paste.
Right under the screen blip sections.
Do you use like function rotate for
Position 1 minus player position 1 plus 32 plus 26. Yep, it's literally the exact same, so you don't have to edit it at all.
Oh my, position is not defined.
Once you have this, now that we have the angle that we need to rotate our player, what do you think we need to do? Rotate our player. Where did we already do that?
A little bit down. Under. It's being up with. It's like
Well, it's 82 for me, so we're going to take that entire line, paste it. And instead of arrow route, what are we going to put?
player?
Player. Now I'm going to stop here and let you guys get all caught up.
Wait, why are we rotating the arrow image though?
We're not. I haven't finished that line, but I wanted everyone to catch up. This, like Peter said, this shouldn't be arrow image, it should be player.
Oh, yeah, I did the wrong one.
Is it defined as player or player image?
I don't know.
I think it's player.
Mine's player.
Mine's player too.
So and instead of arrow 0, this needs to be angle.
Wait, where did you find the one from again?
This line,
Yes,
right above where you blit the arrow image. So it's here. If arrow should be right there. Guys, you can also control F and find lines in your code.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So you just type in 360 and it takes you to the two parts where you have 360 in your code. Again, it's minus angle times 57.29.
Before I got into 140 lines.
This whole game is 240.
It's a lot of lines.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of red lines, but I'd say it's 200.
We're not gonna finish today?
I don't know. Lunch is in 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe not. All right. You guys tracking with me? You guys have that?
Yep.
This next line is a little... This next line, as we rotate our image, if you don't have this line, your character looks weird. It doesn't rotate smoothly. It moves as it rotates, because as you rotate, you need to change where it's blitted in order for it to look smooth. In order for it to appear to rotate on a hinge, you need to have this. If you don't, I can actually show you the two side by side, so you can see which one looks good and which one doesn't. So the next thing we need to do is we need to rewrite our player position. So we're going to go player, pause 1. Actually, let's make that 2, because this is a second player position. Normally, we have player position, player X position and player Y position. We're putting these two together into one variable. That's actually a tuple. It's not a tuple. Might be a tuple. I don't know. Parentheses, I think it's a tuple. Guys got the parentheses?
Yes.
This is player. Wait, does it start with player underscore X? Okay. Here's my character. Player underscore X minus player underscore rot dot get wrecked
Oh, wait, the rectangle.
dot width divide by 2, comma, backspace, or backslash, enter.
Why are you putting it on the new line?
So that you guys can see it.
Ah.
You guys don't have to, because you can
Oh,
make
you're
your
typing
text
more
smaller.
fast.
I don't know.
So I'm going to copy this whole line again. And because we're doing something with Y, we need to change the Y. And we change height. Now this is our, original blit, updated blit. So I am leaving the original blit. You guys can update the original blit. I want to show you the difference as to why we just did this line of code. It's easier for me to show you than it is to try to explain it. So instead of doing player, I'm doing player underscore rot. And instead of player X, player Y, it's player pause 2. So when we run it, we're actually going to have two different images. One follows the mouse. This one doesn't. That one only looks one way. Now if we do player underscore rot and the original XY position, which one looks better?
The one not jumping.
The one not jumping. So if you don't edit the position you blit your character slightly, you get that little jump. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that is why we do the updated blit and we don't have, I'll just comment it out so you guys can have it for posterity's or whatever sake. So your code now should look like this. Updated blit. Oh, it's the same issue. Uh-oh.
My screen's like halfway through. It's like a big black box.
Can you click to your code?
We're gonna have to fix that arrow issue. Again, this is available online.
Yeah.
We're getting that depreciation warning again. There's two ways to fix it. You can either change it in player pause 2, or we can just do int player pause 2 bracket 0 int player pause 2 bracket 1. Oopsies, I screwed something up. Oh, that should go there. And yeah. Oopsies. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 1. There we go. Alright, so now I don't have that depreciation warning, but my arrows are still coming out of middle of nowhere. So we're gonna have to change that. You guys have all this? Do you guys have, where's your guys' code at? That's kind of what I want to know. Do you have arrows shooting from your bunny?
I'm still working on it.
I think I have the wrong number of parentheses.
Oh, I did, so. Alright, I'm gonna pause this.
Where those variables are?
No, you have to, well, I just did. You guys, for your homework, is to make, so currently your code, when you run it, your arrows do not shoot out of the middle of your bunny. They shoot in the middle of over here. They spawn into existence 3 feet in front of your bunny. Your homework, I mean, I have a scroll wheel, so I just scroll. Your homework is to get those arrows to spawn from the middle of your player. I will walk you through. So, you guys need to look when do we create arrows? You guys already answered it. When was it?
I think found it. Wait, no.
When do arrows appear on screen?
It's like line 100 something where it,
No, not lines. When do arrows show up on screen?
Mouse button click.
When I click. So that means where you need to fix your code is in that section. Our arrows spawn using the old location of our player, not our new one. So there's your 2 extremely big hints.
We need to use.
So don't say anything, Peter.
Okay.
Your homework for Monday is to get that working. On Monday, what we will do is we will go over collisions with our arrow and our badgers. So we'll finally have our arrows interacting with badgers and they'll both disappear. Wait, apparently we don't get at 12:40. When do we get out? 12:50?
45, I thought.
Oh, 45?
Because we started at 11:15.
Thank you, Mikey.
Oh, no problem.
Does that... Okay.
Somehow I made it significantly worse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, can you make it an official assignment?
Yeah, I'll make it an official assignment.
oh, you can be a problem scroll too.
Alright.
So much faster when you scroll than
And then, let's see... Bad...
Mouse button down.
Peter, scroll with the mouse pad.
It's awful. I
It's so good.
Genuinely do not like using it.
All right. So that's it. No more. I'll let you guys fix your code and get it working. I'll give you guys time to work on that. Again, you change 2 variables and you're done. Have a good weekend.